I'm going to read to you December 21st from this book, Change My Relationship, 365 Daily Devotions for Christians in Difficult Relationships. This is my devotional, and I think you're going to like it. I'm going to do all of the different holiday readings. So I'm going to read December 21st, and it is Self-Care for the Holidays. Jesus, knowing that they intended to come and make him king by force, withdrew again to a mountain by himself. John 6:15. Self-care. He knew that they were going to come do something. He wasn't going to go along with it. He didn't agree. So he took care of himself. He withdrew by himself. And it says again, withdrew again. He had done that before. So it says, here are some ideas for handling this season less painfully and more bearably. First of all, reevaluate your traditions. Even if you've always done things a certain way, doesn't mean you have to now. This has been a very difficult year. This has been our second year that we've had COVID and COVID fears and COVID restrictions and COVID stresses. And things are not yet back to normal for a lot of people. There's a lot of stress in families, with families being divided over the vaccine or no vaccine. So there's a lot of extra pressures still, financial pressures with the things that are going on, people with their threats of lost jobs and different things that have happened to them with their in the economy, with their finances, sickness, lots of inability to travel, lots of people that aren't comfortable spending time with other people in the normal family get-togethers. So reevaluate your traditions. Just because it's always been a certain way doesn't mean it has to be a certain way. You do not have to do it the same way. Maybe this year you're going to get together with friends. Maybe this year you're going to get together with a smaller part of your family. Maybe you're going to get together in groups. Maybe you're going to get together on Zoom. Maybe, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's going to be different dinner. Instead of cooking dinner, it's going to be buying out. Or maybe it's going to be, maybe there won't be a big meal. Maybe they'll just be sharing desserts or something. Reevaluate them. Don't get hung up on having to do it a certain way to be okay. Let yourself have new options. It's too stressful to push to try to make things the way they were or the way they always are when you have changes and stresses going on. This could be the same if it's a divorce or if it's a new separation, or if you have maybe your child with your grandkids moved away and you're not going to be able to see them for the first Christmas. I mean, this is all kinds of things that happen even without COVID. And it says, watch your triggers. Pay attention to what triggers your pain and prepare yourself to handle it. So, so important. I can tell you that there's been times where I've been in a painful place with my marriage or a painful place with one of my children, where Facebook is a no-go, like not able to look at Facebook postings where people post all their pictures of happy family times and people together. Not that I begrudge them, not that I feel like I'm sad or envious of what's going on with them. I'm happy for them. I'm glad for them. And I hope that it's what they're posting is really reflective of that joy and good things in their life, because a lot of times people post really good pictures and I know the backstory, and that's not really the way things are. So Facebook tends to be our good face forward that we show people. But watch your triggers. If something triggers you, don't do it. If it's a certain store, if it's a certain place, a certain town, a certain church service, a certain tradition, whatever that is, if that triggers pain in you, if that triggers things that you know are going to be hard for you, you don't have to do those things. In fact, it's kind of your responsibility to not do those things, rather than to do them and then to be all upset. You need to make sure you protect yourself and take care of yourself. If you know you're going to go somewhere and it's going to trigger something, then prepare yourself. Brace yourself before, talk yourself through it, pray about it, visualize going through it well, try them, with your head up. If you've got to see an ex that you haven't seen in a while, and that's always painful, just practice, walk your way through it, practice what you're going to say, practice your detachment, keep yourself busy, whatever it is that will prepare you to do it in a better way. The next one is show your emotions. This isn't a time to act as if your life is perfect. You don't have to pretend to be happy when you're not. This is not, perfect life, competition. It's okay to not be okay at the holidays. It's okay to say, I'm struggling. It's okay to say, it's really hard for me. This is my first Christmas alone, or my first Christmas widowed, my first Christmas divorced, my first Christmas separated, my first Christmas when my kid moved away. There are people in your life that are safe for you to talk to, safe for you to be honest with. Make sure that you allow yourself to do that. Always support groups are always there too, where you can be honest. Know your truth. Other people don't have to agree with what is true for you. Take care of yourself in whatever way you need to. Remember, this is self-care for the holidays. So you know what happened in your marriage and your divorce. You know the truth. You know what happened in that family estrangement situation. You know what's going on. You don't have to have everyone agree with you or know your whole truth to be okay. Just rest in that. No, I don't have to give people an explanation. I don't have to give people answers. I don't have to do all that. That's so helpful. You don't have to give everybody your expose. It says, choose your support. People who haven't been in your shoes won't understand. If you need emotional support, go to someone who can empathize with you. Don't expect just anyone and everyone to be able to tell you the things that are going to help you or to be there for you. Choose people who get it. Go to an Al-Anon meeting or an AA meeting or an NA, Narcotics Anonymous, or Nar-Anon for the families. Go to one of those meetings with people who understand. Talk to a grief group. Talk to a therapist. Talk to a friend who's gone through the loss of a spouse or whoever that is. Just don't expect everyone to get it. Don't take personal the fact that they don't get it. Most people don't understand things they haven't gone through. Understand your jealousy. This is a weird one, huh? From a Christian book. When you are hurting, it is normal to feel envious when you see others who have what you don't have. Recognize this as a sign you are hurting. Oh, wow, not a sign that you're a bad person that feels bad when other people are happy, or not somebody who's jealous and coveting and sinful, but somebody whose heart is hurting. When you are hurting and you are in the grieving process, I know people this Christmas who it's going to be the first Christmas without a baby that was stillborn, or a family member who died, like I said, or a family member. There is no way that seeing a family with a brand new baby at Christmas, or seeing somebody with a baby about the age that your baby would have been, is not going to pierce your heart. You can't pretend. It's okay. That is piercing your heart because you are still in the grief process, not because you're a bad person. Use these ideas to take good care of yourself this Christmas season and during the rest of the year. And the prayer is, God, you know my pain. Help me to do what I need to do to take care of myself during this time of year. Amen.